So when Visions of Mana was revealed at the Game Awards just a few days ago, it prompted me to ask myself a question. What are some of the JRPG series that have been around for a while, or modern JRPG series that are out that I have not actually played? Yes, you guys will be checking my JRPG card today. Now keep in mind, my golden age was a lot of the JRPGs from the late 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, so I have missed quite a few releases when it comes to modern JRPG series right now. Some of these might come as a surprise to some of you guys, and some of these you might understand. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it, and you guys better not make fun of me too bad. We'll see how out of touch and out of date that I actually am. Let's jump into the list. So first, we're actually going to start with the Mana series. This series I know has been around since the SNES, and it has quite some age on it. However, I've just never got around to actually playing this series. So when it was revealed at the Game Awards, it really made me curious about the history and just the legacy of this series. I mean, is this a legendary game? Is this game highly revered by its fans and newcomers alike? It made me very curious about the Mana series. I hope I'm saying that right, by the way. I never know if it's Mana or Mana, but we're going with Mana for this video. It looks like a very whimsical, lighthearted, and colorful JRPG series that I would be curious into trying. At some points, first impressions, it does look a little childish, the chibi characters and whatnot, and the art style and the visual. But I think I can get over that if the gameplay is really good, the story drives me and pulls me in, and honestly, if I just get immersed in the world and the story that it is trying to tell. So, number one on series that I haven't played, but I'm curious to play, would be the Mana series, guys. I want to see if this series is about all the hype. I saw everyone super excited about Visions of Mana, so it made me super excited to give this series a chance. Please let me know where I should start. Should I go all the way back to the origin, or should I just wait for this new release to come out? I did hear that there was some sort of remaster remake just a couple years ago, so maybe I should start there. Mana fans, this is your chance to speak up and let me know where should I start on this JRPG series. And to be honest, I'll give you guys my fair and real and raw opinion of the series if I do get around to actually get my hands on it. So let me know where to start, and I'll jump right on it for you guys eventually. Next, we have the Trails of Cold Steel series. Now, I have seen these games come out like clockwork. It seems like there was a new version of this game out every single year. I did dabble into the demo one time, but that was many years ago, and I just was not feeling it, as it felt a little generic and just a little bit too anime JRPG-ish for my taste. But when I'm looking back and I'm looking at the legacy and just the amount of games that it has produced and the amount of fans that it has truly made me rethink, did I make a mistake? Do I need to give this series another true try and actually go through the series with intention to actually finish the series? Now, if you guys know anything about me, I love series that spans across multiple games because I just think it builds a lore, it builds a world, and most importantly, it builds a legacy. Any games that can span this many games, there must be something special about these games. Either that, or they're just selling really well and they're printing a lot of money. But yes, I've seen these games around for years now, and I've just never truly given them a shot, as I just thought they all pretty much looked the same. But again, I am reconsidering my opinion because I'm seeing the legacy and the amount of fans that this series has. And you know what? A series with this many games means that much more JRPG goodness and content for me. So guys, if I am missing out, be sure to get on me in the comment section and let me know that my initial impression of this series is not the best and it's wrong and I need to go and fix that. Just let me know what you honestly think and tell me the great and good things about this series. Does it have a strong story? Are the characters really good? I see the battle system. Is the battle system innovative and interesting to me? Once again, like I told you guys in my top 10 video, I really appreciate great characters, great music, and just all around a great presentation and story of a JRPG. So if the characters and the music are on point with a good battle system, you can count me in. So be sure to let me know if this game and this series has all of those items, and I'll be sure to give it a shot at some point. Next would be the Ni no Kuni series. Now I know that this is by Level 5 and I have a lot of respect for Level 5 as they have produced classic hits like Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2 and Rogue Galaxy back in the PlayStation 2 era. However, I have not forgiven them because they have never given us a Dark Cloud 3. Where is it at? At least give us a remake. Anyway, I've seen Ni no Kuni around and I've just never been interested in it. Visually, it never really looked appealing to me. It gives me that Studio Ghibli vibe and look, of course. I don't know if they actually had anything to do with this game. Really looks like they did, but I just was never interested in it. These type of stories aren't really the stories that I'm interested in and that I'm into. But, there's one but. The reason it's on this list is because I am willing to go back and see if that original impression is absolutely misjudged and misguided. If I need to go back and give this series another shot, I'm definitely consider to do so. But I do want to know a couple of things from Ni no Kuni fans. How is the story? Is it a whimsical, amazing adventure like a Studio Ghibli movie? If it is these things, then consider me somewhat interested. But how's the battle system? I'm also curious to know if this is a battle system that has really stood up against the test of time. Now, I also know that there was a Ni no Kuni 2, but a lot of people seem to not like it as much as 1, which was another reason that held me back from jumping into the series. But if you guys can convince me to give it a try despite my initial impressions and despite everything, then I'll go ahead and consider to jump into the Ni no Kuni series. But of course, I'll begin with number 1, as I wouldn't want to jump into number 2 without knowing if there's some sort of story that connects and lines up with everything that is going on currently, because I do see that the main characters are different, so I would want to start from the beginning. But you guys let me know, even non-Ni no Kuni fans, is this JRPG series worth my time? Let me know your honest and real thoughts, and I'll let you guys know if I'll consider giving it a shot. Next is Valkyrie Chronicles. I really hope I said that right. That is actually the music that's been playing in this video the entire time, because I really heard this track and I really enjoyed it. Now, I know that this is a series that has been around since the PS3 days, and quite frankly, I've never given it a shot. I've seen it. I've never really been big into shooter/strategy JRPGs, so I was never really attracted to the package at all. But again, just like the Trail series, this series has spanned a multitude of different sequels and games, and it's just making me curious. Am I missing out on something? Am I missing out on something that is really good and I just don't want to be a part of it because I'm acting like a hater? But once again, I've never been big into the strategy JRPG, especially when you're adding guns and things like that. That was another reason I had a problem with another underrated JRPG series named Resonance of Fate. I just could not get into the gunplay and things like that. But visually, I really love the way this game looks. It looks like it has an intense, true, and real story, and it looks like the characters are very engaging and very unique. So there's a reason that this series keeps coming out. I want you guys to tell me that reason. Am I missing out on an amazing story? Am I missing out on great characters? Can these things override the battle system? Can these things override me not being the biggest fan of the battle system? If so, let me know in the comment section down below. Like I said, visually, I really enjoy the way that this game looks. It looks like something that would be right up my alley. But I had a hard time with that battle system and just the concept of the game. But if that is misjudged and misguided, let me know. This is your chance for you guys to convince me why these games are absolutely amazing. So sound off down below, state your reasons, let me know, and I'll consider jumping into this series and giving it a shot. Obviously, I would start with the first one, but you guys have to make it enticing for me in order for me to really go back and to just see the greatness of these games. All right, we've reached the finale. Yes, you guys might check my JRPG card on this one, but Xenoblade Chronicles. I have never played any single one of these games. Once again, this is a series that has been coming out pretty consistently ever since it came out, but I have just never got around to playing it. Now, admittedly so, I had not had a Switch for a very long time. Now that I finally have one, are these games worth jumping into. And I want the real deal. I want the honest, real opinion on these games in their current state and where the story is and where the series is currently. I say you guys might check my JRPG card because I know that this game is pretty popular in the Nintendo JRPG space. I remember seeing this guy in Smash. That's actually the only place that I know him from. So it made me curious about his actual series. I believe his name is Shulk. It made me actually curious about these games, the Xenoblade Chronicles. Now, would I be wrong to say that they are related to Xenogears or Xenosaga? I have no idea, but I am seeing mechs and I'm seeing humans. And whenever I see mechs and humans in this JRPG sort of scene, I immediately think of Xenogears and Xenosaga. Sorry, that's just what it is. But what is the beauty about this series? Why do these games keep coming out and why are they so highly revered? Of course, you could just say I could go play it, but I'm a very busy guy and I just don't have the same time that I used to. Time is something that we all could use a little bit more of. So I really want to make sure that my time is spent well on great JRPGs and great JRPG experiences. So if Xenoblade Chronicles is that and lives up to that standard, you guys let me know in the comment section down below. You guys should know the sort of JRPGs I like. I'm a little stuck in the past because I like my my late 90s and my early 2000s, mid 2000s. But if this game can fit the mold of some of those old JRPG greats, you guys have to let me know so that I can actually check it out. What is this game? I think this game is like on its 4th or 3rd entry now. So I've never played any single one of them and I just feel behind. And I do feel like I can catch up if I really gave it a shot. But I really want to know that this is a series worth investing and worth getting into. So yes, that about wraps up my video, guys, of JRPG series that I have not tried / haven't really got into. Let me know if my JRPG card is still valid. I think it is. Let's be fair. I think it is. But you guys let me know a little bit more information about these games that I listed. I hope you guys actually enjoyed the video. I was just being real for once. A lot of us try to come off as we've played every single JRPG in the world, when in reality, I just don't have that time like that. I have the JRPGs that I love. I've played a plethora of JRPGs, but there are still some that eludes me. There are still some that I just have not had the chance to play, and some that I have not had the initiative to play. So if you guys enjoyed this sort of different perspective, let me know. Hit that like button, consider subscribing, and there will be more JRPG content coming in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. God bless and have a great day. Bye bye.